Have you ever noticed that the more kind and generous you are, the worse people seem to treat you? You hold the door open. No, thank you. You help a friend once, and suddenly it becomes an expectation. You go out of your way to be nice, yet instead of appreciation, you feel invisible, as if kindness somehow weakens you in their eyes. And here's the real problem. If you don't recognize this pattern, you'll spend your entire life wondering why people don't respect you, why they ignore your needs, why they walk all over you. But by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to command respect while keeping your kindness intact. Because the issue isn't kindness itself, it's how you use it. Let me tell you a story. In ancient Rome, there was a merchant named Gaius. He was known as the kindest man in the city, always helping, always giving, always saying yes. If someone needed money, he lent it. If someone needed his time, he sacrificed it. At first, people praised him. "What a generous soul," they said. But then, something changed. The more he gave, the more people expected. The more he sacrificed, the less they respected him. Soon, his kindness was no longer admired. It was taken for granted. One day, a man he called a friend borrowed a large sum of money. When Gaius finally asked for it back, the friend laughed. "You don't need it," he said. "Besides, I thought you were generous." In that moment, the illusion shattered. Gaius realized a brutal truth. The world does not respect endless giving. It respects boundaries, and that's where most people get it wrong. The great Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, understood something critical. People don't value what they get for free. Think about it. When was the last time you truly appreciated the air you breathe? It's everywhere, always available, so you don't even think about it. That's how people see unlimited kindness. When it's given without limits, they assume you'll always say yes. They stop appreciating you. They start seeing you as someone who doesn't value themselves. That's why you see nice guys being ignored, while those who set boundaries are pursued and respected. It's not unfair. It's human nature. People value what they must earn, and if your kindness is limitless, it loses all value. Does this mean you should become cold and unkind? Absolutely not. Stoicism is not about shutting yourself off. It's about control. Here's what the Stoics teach us about commanding respect without losing kindness. Kindness must be intentional, not automatic. Marcus Aurelius helped people, but he wasn't a people pleaser. He gave when he chose to, not when pressured. Before helping, ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to, or because I'm afraid to say no? Say no without explaining yourself. Seneca wrote, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." If you're constantly available, you become meaningless. Practice saying, "I can't do that," and leave it at that. Watch how people's attitudes shift. Reward appreciation, not entitlement. If someone values your kindness, continue giving. If they start demanding it, withdraw. True respect comes when people know they can't take you for granted. Command presence, not approval. A Stoic does not seek to be liked. They seek to be respected. And paradoxically, when you stop trying to win people over, they start valuing you more. Here's a challenge. Think about the last 5 times you were kind to someone. Now ask yourself, did they appreciate it or did they expect it? If you realize that people have been taking advantage of you, don't get angry. Get smart. Apply what you've learned today and watch how people start treating you differently. If this resonated with you, if you had that moment of realization, don't just listen. Take action. And if you want more insights like this, subscribe. Because here, we don't just talk. we transform mindsets. Remember, a Stoic gives, but never begs, respects, but never kneels. Be kind, but never, ever be a doormat.